Good morning, something a bit different today. Got a bit of woodland creation going on and some pond restoration. I'll just show you the layout in a second, but effectively we've got two woodlands kind of separated by a bog. We have turned the bog into a pond now, dug it out. Well, it was a pond originally anyway, but dug it out, made it into a nice big lake. We've also gone through the two woodlands and thinned them because we do have a firewood business, and replanted. And yeah, just trying to do a bit of maintenance, breaking a few eggs in order to make an omelette basically. So I'll kind of show you some older clips over the last 2 years, I think it is, and kind of how it's all changing. So yeah, hopefully you can hear over the rain, but it's quite windy at the moment. But basically this woodland here we thinned in 24 now. This would have fell in 22/23 winter. Thinned, and this is the pond, lake, which we redug a few years ago. See the planting in here now. And then this is the other section of woodland where the pond that we are clearing out at the moment is. So this is what woodland 1 is like now. This is kind of the edge just here. After the thinning 2 years ago, you see lots of the hazel and trees have started growing back quite well. You can just see trees starting to poke out. The trees were replanted 1 year ago. See, they're only just poking through. And the same with all around the pond here. Only done 1 year ago, just poking through. And then this woodland was thinned 1 year ago as well. And now this year we're doing the pond maintenance, the desilting. So this is where all the water effectively comes in from into here, and we get a bit off of this field next door as well, but it's not a lined pond. It's naturally it was naturally a boggy mess. It was a pond many years ago, and then the water effectively goes into this woodland here. So you've got the lake here. We have got an overflow pipe running down there and a kind of ditch straight down there, but it is extremely boggy. A lot of water comes off from here into the middle. I mean, you can see where the willows are, so you know it's wet. And this is that second woodland, and the pond is down there where you can see the diggers. Bit of a side view now, lake over there. It's all the boggy bit. You see all the willows and rushes and reeds and God knows what growing in there. And then down into there. This is what we're like now. Quite a few thistles, but plenty of regrowth, as you can see. Next job now is the pond, which, believe it or not, is in there. Can't actually see it because it's so filled in, mostly with reeds, but it opens up a bit down that end. I'll just go down there now. So here we are. We can kind of see the bottom end of the pond here. We have cleared a lot of the trees around the edge, but it's yeah, it's pretty well overgrown. So desilting to take place here. still getting up the hill?
Yeah, just about.
Get out of your way.
No problem. Okay.
It's sloppy. It's like a wave. Sounds like it's struggling. So we've got a pump in now to try and keep this draining out. We've expanded the ditches down here to get the water flowing away a little bit easier. Looks like it's getting a bit blocked now. I'll just sort that with my feet. But it's going well so far.
There's us wheels, so sit up there, you'll put the boom in front to pull yourself in, don't you?
Yeah.
He sits there, with the boom up in there and sort of straight in.
So I know a few of you have been asking, oh, is Ben, he'll get grants for all this. No, not the case really. For the trees, they are 70% funded by the Woodland Trust as part of their More Wood scheme, but we had to plant them and that took quite a while. It's turned out in terms of sorting the pond out, not really. There's a pond management payment under the capital grants, which isn't going to cover anywhere near what it's going to cost, and there is also the pond management payment in SFI 24, which is £257 a pond, which is nothingness really. So yeah, mostly self-funded. The last time this pond was dredged here was, it was more than 30 years ago. I think it was in the early 90s. But you can tell from the level of silt that's come out of it that it's been a fair odd while. And the trouble is, if you leave ponds for this long, then they just don't become of benefit to anyone or anything. I remember as a kid, it used to have lots of crayfish in. Haven't seen any of them since they've dug it out, so it's obviously gone past what even crayfish are after. So yeah, I'll just show you where we're up to now and got a bit more to go. So yeah, that's the willowy end. All the water's coming down through here. I will show you on a little clip. We've tried to get a ditch up through the middle of this section, got as far as we could, but this is effectively the diversion ditch around the edge, which was semi-hill already. So just dug that out. But this is where we're up to now. It's been quite wet this weekend, so we've had a lot of water coming in. They're gonna have to run this pump a fair bit. But you can see it's quite deep. It will get very deep, but Christ, the amount that's come out of this, I can't quite believe it. Nice bit of fencing down there. Not sure what that's doing, and I have to pull that out. Just go down the other end now. So this other end's not looking as deep, but still fairly silty. Got a good bit out of the middle to come out still. And there's the outflow down there. We're gonna have to put in some sort of a, I don't know, system to manage a gate, sluice gate I think it's called, to manage the water flow, because we want it a bit higher than that obviously. But yeah, unbelievable how much has come out of this. Still so much more to go. So we got this secondary ditch coming from here, where we got the springs in the center of this woodland. I'll show you a little clip now from back when we cleared it, but Christ, I might lose my wellies in a minute. It's fairly wet, as you can see. I think the diggers had some fun in here. Oh my god, lost my shoe. So he's gone into there, and I think that's where he started to get stuck. Hopefully that should help it drain and dry a little bit, and then we can do a little bit more another time. So yeah, that's where he got to, and he started sinking, so he's backed out from there. This is his little escape run. But hopefully that will dry a bit, maybe, potentially, and then we carry on. So this is where he got stuck previously. Managed to carry on the ditch up there. And then we joined up from that ditch back down to where I was just there. Getting finished now. Finishing final touches on the pond now. You can see we've blocked off the diverter stream, or whatever you want to call it, and we've got this back open this end, but it's filling really well now. I think the total water level will be, I think, about ½ a metre higher than this. You can see that's running nicely now, filling her up. It's nice and clear, well, semi-clear. Should clear up shortly, but it's much better than the black sludge that it was before. Here we are on the outflow now. Got a few sleepers nicely buried down there, so a bit of a leaky dam, and if it ever does get really full, then it will just spill over the top of this. But really happy with that. That looks mega. Look at that. What an improvement. I can't wait for all of this to green up and not look so brown.